Good morning, friends. Welcome to the session. I hope you all are doing good. So, today's part we learn the queuing theory. Let us start. Queuing model definition. It is also called as waiting line model. It is a study of queues or waiting lines. It is utilized to predict the queue length or waiting time. It involves two main terms, arrival and service. Okay. Queuing model. So on the basis of server, queue length and population, we can define the queuing model into different number of types. So let us first start on the basis of number of servers. The first one is single server queuing model. If you have visited a doctor, you would have observed that there is a line. Okay, there is a single line. Doctor is seeing the patient one by one. So this type of server or model is called as single server queuing model. The second one is multi-server queuing model. And if you have visited a railway counter, you would have observed that there are 3 to 4 counters. Okay, so on the basis of number of servers, you can say the type of railway counter is multi-server queuing model. Now on the basis of queue length, the first one is finite queue length. Suppose you have applied for a course and the number of seats are limited. Okay, then that type of server or queuing model is called as finite queue length queuing model. Second one is infinite queue length. The railway counter or the doctor, this type of model will come under infinite queue length queuing model. Now on the basis of population, finite population and infinite population. In a factory, there are limited number of machines, okay, or employees you can say. So that population for that particular manufacturing system will be come under finite population. The last one is infinite population. Example of doctor or railway counter are the types of infinite population queuing model. So on the basis of these three types, we can define different types of queuing model. Now in queuing model, there are two different important parameters which are arrival rate and service rate. The first one is arrival rate. It is the number of items persons arrived per hour into the system and represented by a symbol lambda, which represents the number of persons or items which are arriving into the system per hour. If the value of lambda is 6, that means 6 number of persons or items are arriving into the system per hour. Arrival rate mostly follows Poisson distribution. What is Poisson distribution? That we will study in the upcoming lectures. Service rate. It is the number of items and persons being serviced per hour into the system, and it is represented by a symbol mu. If the value of mu is 10, that means 10 number of people or items are being serviced per hour into the system. Service rate mostly follows exponential distribution. Now on the basis of the value of lambda and mu, we can decide whether the queuing model is efficient or not. Okay, so the first condition is if lambda by mu is less than 1. That means the value of mu is larger than the value of lambda. Okay, suppose the value of lambda is 5 and the value of mu is 7. That means 5 number of people are arriving into the system per hour and 7 number of people are being serviced per hour. That means the service rate is higher. That means queuing system will be efficient. And the second condition, if lambda by mu is greater than 1, that means the value of lambda is larger than the value of mu. Okay, so if the value of lambda is 7 and the value of mu is 5, that means 7 number of people are arriving into the system and 5 number of people are being serviced into the system per hour. That means per hour 2 persons will be left unserviced. That means as we go further into the time, the number of people getting unserviced will get increases. Okay, so then we will have a situation when the persons who enters later will never get served. So this type of system should be avoided in order to have an efficient queuing model. Thank you very much. Have a good day. We'll see you in the upcoming lectures.